Please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed.
Hello! Welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Ashamoji TV, where I like to watch, react, and share my 2 cents about a couple of properties related to sci-fi and fantasy. And one of those properties is Fringe, the awesome TV show. And I'm going to be watching episode 3 from the 3rd season. This one's called The Plateau. And the only plateau I'm aware of is an actual place that's a plateau in Quebec. And and exercise plateaus, which are very, very, very frustrating for me sometimes. But I doubt it has anything to do with any of that. So yeah, I'm getting ready to see what it's all about. And I want to thank many of you in advance right now before I forget to do so, because I kind of want to make it a point to be more thankful verbally to those of you that are kind enough to be very consistent with leaving your feedback on my channel. Non-spoiler feedback, and just encouraging me to keep up with my reactions. I'm glad most of you enjoy it, and I just, regardless of that, I'm enjoying the show, and it's just really cool to enjoy the show and have people enjoy me enjoying the show. So that's always a bonus. So thank you very, very much. And although it is awkward with this whole Olivia thing and Peter, I've been nicely reassured that it will not detract from how awesome this season is supposed to be. And I'm even going to keep an open mind that I might end up liking the Olivia, and for all I know, knowing myself, okay, and some of you who've been watching me from the very beginning kind of pick up on certain habits that I have, it wouldn't surprise me if, like, by the end of the season, I'm like a Olivia fan, and I'm like, that's it. Peter should be with her forever, kind of thing. Or I might like them both, and I'll feel really torn. That's pretty much what I'm thinking could happen with the great writing in this show. So, who knows? Who knows? Anyway, here's my reaction to episode 3 for you. You know that actor's face. But as usual, the name escapes me. Just watching a lady. Just watching all kinds of stuff. Great way not to get hit by a car? Stop! He's got some talent. That's quite a talent. Oh my gosh, the slow-mo's driving me nuts. I guess that's supposed to be that way. Nope. Oh, a pen! It's like smiling for it. Ah. Oh. A domino effect of some kind with a pen. Okay, I see some elements that I recognize. I just can't articulate it right now, but obviously this guy has something to do with it.
Welcome back, Agent Dunham. You do remember me, right?
Yeah. You're that tightwad that owes me $70.
Damn it. I was hoping you'd forget about that.
So awkward. She's not Olivia, but she's Olivia. It's quite a play on your mind you gotta get used to.
How does she seem? She seems like Olivia Dunham. For all intents and purposes, she is Agent Dunham. She's internalized her traits, memories, and knowledge. When tested, she consistently responds as our Agent Dunham would under similar circumstances. And what about our Agent Dunham?
Crazy.
Has she made contact? She's on the other side. Focused on the task at hand.
He's gonna make Walter suffer, isn't he?
Putting an imposter on my team is too big a risk. You can run all the tests you want, but you don't know how this Olivia will respond in the field. We have no other choice. She needs to be completely immersed in Agent Dunham's life. Over time, she will reach a plateau, and her new identity will become fixed. How much time? Because I'm not willing to lose one of our legitimate agents. You don't know what we have to gain. Which is what exactly? Sit down.
He's gonna tell him? Or give him a very convenient lie?
She can move between worlds. We have discovered some ways to cross over, but each comes with their own dangerous consequences. But she can cross without harm. Science Division is working up a series of experiments. We need her to submit willingly, which she will only do if she believes that she belongs here. And what if her new identity doesn't hold? Then she'll no longer be necessary.
It's a matter of fact.
Keep me apprised. Yes, sir.
This morning, same thing happened again. 2 mornings in a row, 2 buses, killed 2 people. Now lookers ran the probabilities. And it's a statistical anomaly.
What happened at yesterday's crash?
Police considered it a routine accident, so we have no more information. Alright, we're coming in. Oxygen, people.
Air quality normal. No oxygen needed.
Okay, listen up. Agent Lee will be meeting us on the site. He'll be calling the shots.
This guy's almost back to normal.
You look better.
You look the same. You doing alright?
So far, and it's my first day back, so... Listen, when I pulled that gun on you, I didn't know what I was doing. If something had happened...
But nothing happened. You don't look good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. Good kid.
Her name's Jillian Foster, 32, lives right here in Hoboken.
Anything else?
She liked daisies.
I never hit a person before. Never. I mean, once I hit a pigeon, I felt horrible for weeks.
Pigeons are people too. So this guy created a chain of events in order to kill her.
So why is this a Fringe case?
But he timed it just right.
Oh, yeah. We're done. Thanks. Oh, you got something?
When's the last time you saw one of these?
Got a pen? I don't know. Preschool, maybe?
Maybe you still made this.
It's obviously new.
Ah. It's like finding a relic.
Huh.
Oh, you want to share, buddy? Or just stand here and watch you think?
Alright. It's pretty rare finding one of these just lying around.
Well, maybe the old guy bent down to pick it up, and that's what caused the bike messenger to swerve.
Causing him to make the stand.
Like the pen started some kind of chain reaction.
Yeah. Haven't seen the movie. Oh. Oh my god.
Did you find some?
What is it?
Sorry.
Is she seeing through the other world? Is that like Peter standing there, really, but not in that world? Oh my god.
Not sure yet. Something weird definitely happened to me.
Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Smallpox.
Hello?
Hey, babe.
You didn't have to do that.
Oh gosh. I didn't even take into account the reverse weirdness of her being with this man now.
What's happening in North Texas? I heard it's a pretty bad outbreak.
22 smallpox cases so far.
Is Atlanta called?
No one's assigned me yet. Wait, why are we talking about this?
Because you're a virologist and smallpox is one of your areas of expertise.
Oh, is it now?
What's wrong? Something happened?
Well, at first it was normal. And then we're out in the field and I saw a face.
Face? Mm. Is it someone you know?
Do you remember the secretary's son? The one who was kidnapped when he was a boy?
Mm-hmm.
No. Him.
Right. Yes. That Olivia would see it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to tell someone, a doctor at least.
I need my life back, Frank.
And I love your gung-ho attitude. Honey, you just got over a breakdown. If you need help, that's fine.
Frank, it was my first day back. I was nervous. I don't think that it's that surprising that there's a
I
trace.
can take myself off call. Maybe it's not a good time to joke.
That's not what I want. Are those avocados? Where did you get them? How much?
Don't worry about that.
Wow, they're rare there. I eat them every day.
I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell her.
Thank you.
Can we eat?
Yes, we can eat.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, this whole Olivia thing is mind effing with me. It really is. It's like, I kind of enjoy it, and at the same time I don't.
Maybe despite what Farnsworth said, it's just 2 freak accidents.
You know, Liv thinks I'm right. About there being chain reactions that led up to the crashes.
Okay. Well, now that you two have rediscovered your Vulcan mind meld, you think she's doing okay?
Yeah.
When she was having her breakdown, she kept on and on about how they were trying to make her believe she was somebody else, that this wasn't her life. This is gonna sound nuts. What if she's telling the truth? What if it's not the real her?
Yes!
That is nuts.
You're right. All right.
Oh, no, I like this!
Look at this. Over there in the ground, lower corner.
I like what they might be doing here with these two characters.
Get Liv, tell her we got something. Someone is causing these accidents on purpose.
How's that even possible? I mean, what would be the odds?
0.000.
Of course.
Possible.
She would know.
Impossible every day.
You see improbable. You're asking me if it is possible for a person to use a ballpoint pen to set off a chain of events that culminates in someone getting killed by a bus twice?
Exactly.
There's no way.
What if someone calculated the variables?
37 people in the intersection, 22 cars, 4 trucks, 2 buses, wind speeds of 5 to 10 miles an hour, and that is just a start. In total, we are talking about 120 variables in a dynamic system of differential equations. I can't solve that kind of a problem, much less manipulate the outcome to my advantage.
Wow. Imagining her at a party.
What is it?
It happened again.
What did?
Bus accident, East 85th in Newark.
So this guy knows how to beat these odds.
Looks like there was some sort of commotion. Dog ran into the street, distracted a bus driver. There's no way this is another coincidence.
Except this time it didn't work. Who's gonna make it? Ma'am, you need to stay still.
Voila!
It's not over.
Setting it up there. Woo! Ah, right there.
pockets.
Put your hands on your head.
Huh. Okay, so his talent has to do with time, somehow. He just knows when things are gonna happen. I don't know how else to say it. I'm gonna nickname him Synchronicity for now.
I still can't believe that he knew the bike would cause the truck to slow down and swerve under the footbridge. I mean, he didn't even look. How did he know precisely when to jump?
We should stop focusing on how and focus on why. Why is he targeting these people?
Okay, I'm working on
The
it.
victims must have something in common. There's gotta be a connection we're not seeing.
Oh, God. Okay, Lincoln, you gotta get in.
Cross-check their medical files, criminal records, job histories, tax history.
Shut up, okay? I got it.
Someone's got him, bossy.
Well, Olivia had a pretty good team. It's very brother-sister-like.
I've been calling all day.
What did you tell them?
Nothing.
Just saw this girl. What is with these crossovers?
No, call them, I will.
But you won't. You see, your only action will be inaction. That's your pattern.
What?
97% of your actions prioritize relational bonds over other variables. 8 out of 9 times you avoid making decisions that could result in a negative outcome.
I am not some collection of data you need to make sense of. I'm
I'm
your
your
sister.
sister. I'm worried about you. Can't you see that?
All I want is
It's
for
for
you
you to be safe. That's all I've ever wanted for you. Go again.
stop finishing my sentences and let me help you.
Trust
This is very observer-like.
Don't. Don't.
You didn't expect that, did you? Because you've forgotten what it's like to feel emotions.
No.
You've forgotten us. Mom gave you this as a reminder.
No.
That you didn't have to do more than you were able to. That we loved you.
Forgotten like to feel emotions.
I made a mistake. When I signed you up, I didn't mean this. You have to follow the rules. You have to do what they say. You're overreaching. Remember this.
Whose rules? I think I missed that. Okay.
This is Agent Denham. Can you connect me to the next witness, please? Excuse me? Hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
Since when do we need a code?
They upgraded the system last month. You don't remember?
Sorry. I guess I'm still getting over the head trauma.
Mm-hmm. The layout of their office reminds me of a movie I saw a few years ago. I'm trying to remember. It's with Christian Bale.
You remember that time when we were in Coney Island? We were writing the hellhole together, right? You got sick, he threw up on the guy next to you.
Yeah. Except you threw up all over the person next to you, so you can stop trying to rewrite history.
Is he testing her there?
The first victim worked at Bryant Hospital, right?
Yeah, Cole Arnett. And they mainly deal with neurological disorders, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, PTSD, top-flight medical research.
Okay, it says here that Gregson Electric owns a subsidiary company called the Ivan Medical Group. The Ivan Medical Group is also listed as one of Bryant Hospital's outside vendors.
You're driving. As hospitals go, not bad.
Yeah, unless it's run by an evil genius who's creating accidents to kill people.
Hi, Violet. Could you let Dr. Levin know Fringe agents are here? It'll just be a minute. Are we in quarantine?
No, Scott's on her.
Scout's honor. Can you imagine being scared of that every day? think I have some idea what's going on with her. Maybe it's her actual mind fighting against the brainwashing.
Did you know Mr. Arnett well?
We didn't socialize outside of work, but, well, we were all devastated when we heard.
What about this woman?
Yes, Jillian Foster. She worked with the Ivan Medical Group. They were conducting a drug trial here. You're kidding me.
So he's getting revenge. He's probably experimented on and stuff.
You're not looking for a doctor. You're looking for a patient.
Yeah.
We started this study a year ago. We were working on creating nootropics.
Like smart drugs.
That's right. This was Milo 5 months ago. Measured IQ of 56. Severe cognitive deficiency.
He's reciting the digits of pi.
To 1,000 decimal places while solving differential equations in his head.
That is unbelievable.
That was after one treatment.
Rain Man 5.0.
The final phase of the project allows subjects to be released under the supervision of a guardian's care.
And after that?
After that, we return the subjects to their original state. A necessary part of human drug trials. We had to determine whether there were any permanent adverse side effects.
So Milo didn't want to be regressed, which is why he went after Cole Arnett.
We thought it was an accident. I drove to Ivan and informed Jillian myself.
So Milo killed her too. So what about the third victim, Jeffrey Mayer?
A recovery specialist who we contract with if somebody goes missing. The thing is, I only put the order in yesterday. Mr. Mayer had not yet been assigned the task.
Okay, so he's seeing into the future, maybe.
You really think he'd go back there? He's got to know that's the first place people are going to look.
I've been to Oyster Bay. I never saw an oyster.
I can't wait to tell Lucian
I saw an oyster.
He's actually able to start a chain reaction to commit murder.
I'm not watching the Happy Dance.
I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. What's to come, or let's see. It's really trippy. I'm telling you, when I rewatch this whole series, because I'm sure that it'll come a point, I'm not going to be sober. I want that experience.
3 people?
That we know of. Yeah.
No, there must be some mistake. Milo wouldn't kill innocent people.
Well, I suppose he didn't think they were that innocent. You know, after all, they were trying to cut off the medication that was making him smart. Right?
Do you have any idea where he is now?
He doesn't confide in me anymore.
You mind if I take a look at his room?
Go ahead. Last door on the left.
Oh, you seem close.
We were. He was a lot older, but he liked the same cartoons, played the same games.
I had the opposite. My sister and I were close in age, but we fought over everything.
Are you close now?
She passed a few years ago.
I'm sorry, that must have been really difficult.
It was.
I worried that you'd never be happy. You'd never feel like he belonged.
Must have been hard watching him struggle.
It was harder for him. That's why I agreed to the drug study.
He isn't that helpless person anymore. He's dangerous, and I think you know that.
Unfortunately.
We just don't want to see anyone else get hurt, including your brother.
It's a goodbye note.
Oh,
It says where I can reach him.
that's helpful.
Listen, he knows we're on to him. He knows his sister. What if he's trying to set us up?
Hmm.
Well, we can't just stand here.
I can't answer that.
Why not?
Because there is no answer. It's a mathematical problem without a solution.
Well, which scenario is more likely? We go to the Patricia Hotel or we don't?
Suppose he predicts...
Change things up, yeah.
Then he'll predict that so you don't go.
So we shouldn't go.
Then he predicts that you predicted that.
Hmm.
Changes his plan, which means that you should go to the hotel. But then he predicts that you'll predict what he predicted too. It's an infinite spiral.
Yeah. It's a headache.
Where are you going?
To the Patricia Hotel.
Liv.
Well, Charlie, he could be there now. I'm not willing to lose him, are you?
Fine, you drive.
So this ability is accelerating, or is it just at its peak right now? So it culminates to one outcome? Is that what they're showing? $4 o'clock? It's so scary. So it's not crossing their mind that maybe he wants to engage with them? Why would you give in? Right, you're gonna give in so I could see if it's gonna unfold the way he predicts it. Look for a soundtrack for this episode or season. So good. Something's gonna intervene. It's been a while since I've seen her chase after someone. Remember I used to make fun of that for season 1? Oxygen. Oh, she didn't take it. That's something different. Ah! One mode of action! Ah! Now she needs it though. Oh, oxygen near fire.
Here, take it. Take it. Press the button. You move again! The next one won't be in your leg, buddy. That's it. You're okay. Just breathe.
Interesting.
Since when do you break protocol? You passed by an Auburn diamond, okay? Blinking Auburn diamond, which you ignored. Okay, compromised air quality.
It's the real Olivia, probably, who's not used to that.
You need oxygen.
That instinct.
Charlie, I'm sorry. I don't really even know why I did
Because
that.
you're a daredevil. Oh, I get it. So if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if we don't go through this again.
Okay.
That's what I think it is. It's a great way to show the differences between both worlds, what each Olivia is used to versus not. It's pretty cool. If I understand it right, I'll let you correct me.
The drugs have been in his system too long, so the doctors weren't able to reverse the effects.
According to the doctors, the patterns that he sees are too complex to put into words. His thoughts now can only be interpreted by a machine. Madeline, your brother, he no longer thinks in terms that you or I would be able to comprehend. I'm sorry.
Government asset. I could see Walternate using him.
What is the solution? Derive subgradient of y, evaluate y4 and proceed. Isolate discontinuities and recalibrate. There's a 42% chance that the King of Hearts will take the Queen.
She'll give him the little horsey. And... can you imagine feeling guilty, right? Because she approved for the trials to help him, and now it's turned him into something not very human in terms of his behavior.
These are my son's clothes.
Yes. I thought if I used items from the other side, it would provide an associative link, which would spark Olivia to
cross over to the other universe. It's good thinking. When will you be ready?
We're very close.
Submerge the subject in water.
Sensory deprivation tank. Of course,
another tank.
A womb-like atmosphere naturally provides a state of relaxation.
Sometimes simpler is better.
Do you miss it?
Miss what?
Being a scientist.
I'm still a scientist, Brandon. I just have a much larger laboratory. As soon as the tank's ready.
He sure does. And a lot of power.
Are you sure you're okay with me doing this? I can still call Feikin, beg him to cover for me.
We've had this conversation.
I know.
Interesting way to write him out.
I'll be gone.
So just keep me posted.
That's probably the cap.
I'm relieved. Because I don't know if I can handle this Olivia being with this guy and then full Olivia with Peter. Huh? Oh, sorry.
Because you didn't know the protocol. If you'd stopped for oxygen, you'd be dead right now. But you did something that he couldn't factor in. You kept running. You know why you did that. It's the same reason you thought you saw Walter in the hospital. It's the same reason you think you're seeing me now. You're not from this world, Olivia. You're not her.
It's her mind.
Real is just a matter of perception.
Perception is everything.
And I'm a part of you that you have to hold on to. You can't forget who you are, Olivia. You can't forget where you're from. You can't forget this.
Please don't forget that.
What's wrong?
Yeah, that looks weird. Yeah.
Nothing, you just surprised me, that's all.
You alright?
Yeah. It's just I'm gonna miss you.
I miss you too. I'll be home as soon as I can.
Okay. Will you call me when you land?
Bye, don't come back. Nice. Possibilities, the possibilities. Alrighty. So I already know my scene because it leads into so many possibilities. Okay. So the scene that I think kind of lends to possibly what could happen towards the end of the season is when they show, excuse me, am I blanking out on their names right now? Olivia's partners, Francis and the other guy. When they had that brief conversation about Olivia believing she's someone else and all that, and there was that moment of doubt, it seems, from Francis about the possibility of that being all real and all that. I think that could be foreshadowing that they're going to play a role in uncovering this whole situation with Olivia and Olivia. And if Walter or Walternate is counting on the plateau to happen, where her mind officially melds with the memories of Olivia or what thereof, if he's counting on that, then assuming we're going to need both types of Olivias in the show, in the whole series, right? It's not going to happen unless there's going to be some convenient way to reverse it in some way towards, the end of the season, which I could see happening, but I don't think this show is going to be that cliche in that sense. So not believing into that, I think it's going to be a temporary thing, and showing her having these visions of Peter and of Walter, I think it's her mind, that, Olivia, almost like a conscience in a sense, trying to reach out against the conditioning. I've seen that in all kinds of ways displayed, but this way is very new, it's very fresh, and it's very captivating, and it definitely helps me out with keeping, the Olivia and Peter bond alive, even though it's in our mind, okay? But anyway, I think I think that scene foreshadows definitely those two guys playing an active role, seeing things differently with Olivia, and even maybe helping her out, or maybe not. Yeah, because then they'll see her as not their Olivia, and that would be its own problem. But either way, it's cool dramatically. Now, the other scene I was going to pick, and I'm going to bring it up anyway, because now kind of clarifies some feedback I've received over the past few episodes about the observers and some clarifications. So that point where the sister is telling Milo that ever since his emotions have somewhat depleted, his abilities of doing what he does has been very pronounced. And I thought about some of the feedback I received about the observers being somewhat devoid of emotion, and that the expression of emotion is something that they seem to struggle with in some sense. And so and then there's also that moment where he's saying what she was going to say. And so I'm wondering if whatever's happening to him is a clue to what or who the observers are, in a sense. Like, because I know now they're not aliens, right? That's very clear. They're not aliens. They're humans. But they're quite different. But there's similarities with this guy. So it's like, I don't know how else to say it. I'm just wondering if they're using this character of Milo to tell me as an audience member, this is something to consider when trying to understand the observers. Yet the observers seem to be way ahead of the game, since they're time traveling all over the damn place, right? Which leads me to suspect that they are, not suspect, there's evidence of it that's been clarified to me that they are from a future version of things, going back into different pasts of what's going on in Fringe for their own reasons. So that's what I have yet to see. And I'm wondering now, since the Milo guy got his abilities from the drug, then are the observers then are the observers experiments as well? I know you can't validate or deny any of this stuff, but the similarities are quite pronounced. And perhaps there are many other things in past episodes. I'm sure if I look through all my feedback my notes of feedback and stuff, I'm sure somebody's mentioned things here and there. I just can't remember every single thing in the moment right now. But it's quite fascinating. It's quite fascinating. Okay, so Ashamoji rating with the amazing score and everything put together with Olivia. So in this episode, we're in this reality, and I'm going to presume in the next episode we're going to go back. We're going to go back and forth between both universes, and I'm enjoying that and trying not to get too confused. That moment there where they were showing all the patterns and probabilities that guy was calculating, the way they visually depicted it. Wow, my goodness, that is quite insane. It reminded me a little bit of Doctor Strange movie, that point where he gets his inner eye. He awakens within his inner eye and all that stuff. That was trippy as hell. Okay, anyway, Ashamoji, it's a 5. So good. Very good. I'm looking forward actually to rewatching this on one of my upcoming days off and just kind of playing it out there, especially for the score. I'm not one of those people that tends to look into music soundtracks for a lot of things, but there's something about the way they scored this episode and most of the episodes that actually adds to the visceral feeling of watching the stuff unfold. It's really, really cool. And I can't say that for all TV shows, especially nowadays. Nowadays, they throw in a bunch of pop music, and for the most part, it's music I don't care for, which makes it kind of weird. But anyway, yeah. So there you have it, everyone. That is my reaction to episode 3 from the 3rd season of Fringe. Share your comments below. Let me know one of your favorite moments from this episode. And of course, I welcome all corrections as spoiler-free as possible about whatever I've babbled on about in this video. And if you want access to my full reaction to this episode, details about joining my club is in the description box below, as well as details on how you can help support this channel. If you're not interested in being a club member, but you do want to help me grow on YouTube and continuously keep up with my reaction videos to awesome shows like Fringe. So until my reaction to episode 4, peace out.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.